This is what it looks like when a region comes together. Come on now. Welcome. Welcome to the new Railroad Park. Welcome to the official opening of the Blueprint Birmingham plan. And I might say, welcome to the future, because this is what it looks like. I'm Barry Copeland, and I'm privileged to lead the Birmingham Business Alliance, and we are here on a significant and I believe historic occasion. The opening of Blueprint Birmingham, a comprehensive regional strategic plan for this community's future. Today we celebrate the importance of being open. Are you open? Are you open to new ways of working together? How about, are you open to new ideas for a better community going forward? Maybe open to better schools? You're open, it sounds like. The opening of this plan represents a milestone for our region. It also points to the important work that only now must begin. For the planning process is complete, and now the implementation begins. If you've been around, you've seen that strategic partners are important to this process. Many of you are here tonight. If you're mentioned in the plan, or if the work that you do is mentioned in this plan, then we consider you to be a strategic working partner. In the Blueprint Birmingham Pavilion, to my left and your right, is a gathering place for our strategic partners, and I hope that if you've not visited that area tonight, you will before you leave. Spend some time looking at this plan in hard copy. Take a thumb drive of the plan home with you when you leave, or even better, just click on blueprintbirmingham.com, for this plan is now posted on the internet and available to you and the rest of the world. Among the many, many elected leaders in our region who have agreed to be partners with us going forward is the mayor of the city of Birmingham. And he is here tonight not only to welcome you to this beautiful new railroad park, but to help us launch Blueprint Birmingham. And as I call Mayor William Bell to come to the podium for a moment, I will tell you that the mayor has agreed to help raise the public funds that will be sought to implement this plan. And he's going to have some help. So here to tell you more about that, would you please welcome to his park, his city, and your region, the Honorable William Bell.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, thank you. Is this not a beautiful setting that we're in? You know, it is my proud honor to be the mayor of the city of Birmingham at a time that we all can come together and find common ground to chart the future of this great region. No one entity can do it by themselves. It will take all of us working together. It will take me along with my colleagues on the council, and I see Councilor Austin, Councilor Robertson, and I'm sure the other councilors are out there. Councilor Abbott, I always know Valerie is somewhere around. And all of the council members to work together. But then we have to reach out. We have to reach out and touch those other elected officials that have the responsibility to help move this region forward. And I could not have a better partner than the mayor of the city of Hoover, Mayor Tony Patelis. Let's welcome Tony up. Tony, come on up here. I want to join hands with Tony and pledge to you that we're going to work together to make this region the premier region, not only in the Southeast, but all throughout this country. And we can do it. We can do it if we have a plan, and that plan has been put together by BBA, and all we got to do is set our mind to it. That is a challenge that we face, but we can accomplish that by putting our dollars where our hearts are, and putting our hearts on our sleeves and letting people know that we love this region and we will work together to make it the best that we can. let me introduce to you my friend, Mayor Tony Patelis.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Bell. I want to say congratulations on the Birmingham Railroad Park. This is absolutely great. And to the city council members, city of Birmingham, y'all have done a great job with this railroad park. And I think that the close proximity to UAB and all the people that work in the downtown Birmingham area, this is a great asset to the city of Birmingham and to the region. I see a lot of folks out here. I may miss some folks, but I see some new county commissioners. I saw David Carrington. I see Jimmy Stevens. Also Joe Knight, and there may be some more, but those are just a few that I saw. But all you county commissioners, the newly elected ones, will you raise your hand so we could recognize all of you here? We have Don Murphy, Mayor of Pelham, Kenny Clemens, the Jefferson County Mayors Association, and I see Alex Duchok hiding over here from Shelby County, the county manager, who does a great job as county manager in Shelby County. But again, this region is a great region. We have more in common with each other than we don't, and we need to work together. And I think the Birmingham Blueprint is the start of a great new beginning for this region. And once again, thank y'all for all being here. Mayor Bell, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this program.
Thank you, Tony. Yes, sir. Now, it's going to require every individual, every business, and every government to do its financial part in making this happen. So we're going to be reaching out to you, touching you to help make our dreams come true. Help make the Birmingham region the region that we know it can be. And we can do this. We can, if we just work together. Now I'll turn it back over to Barry Copeland. Barry, thank you for the outstanding job you're doing as well. Thank you.
There has been a steering committee that has overseen the process of developing this plan. And I would like to call those members of the steering committee who are with us tonight to come to the stage, because I think it's important that we recognize them as a group. No, they won't each be making individual remarks. They've selected someone who has drawn the short straw to make remarks on their behalf. But if I could ask the members of the steering committee to please come to the stage. The steering committee is composed of members of the Birmingham Business Alliance Executive Committee and probably a couple of dozen community leaders from across the region who participated in the shepherding and the oversight of the building of this Blueprint Birmingham plan. This is a chance for me to say thank you to each of them personally, and to call forward the co-chairs of the steering committee process, the president of Hoare Construction Company, Mr. Rob Burton, and the president and chief executive officer of Health South Corporation, Mr. Jay Grenny. Would you welcome them and the steering committee?
Great, thank you, Barry. There's the short straw, and then there's the short straw. I drew the short straw, and will be speaking on behalf of the entire steering committee. And on behalf of the steering committee, I want to thank all of you for turning out this evening to support the launch of Blueprint Birmingham. I think your presence here tonight continues to reinforce the fact that this region is open for change and is willing to embrace a new way of working together. So what exactly is Blueprint Birmingham? And how is it different from other initiatives we've undertaken over the years? Since I'm a relative newcomer to this region, I can't really speak to the second question. And moreover, I would suggest that by looking to the past is really a waste of time. What is important is the present and how we're going to address the challenges of the future. I don't think anyone would disagree that Birmingham has had its share of challenges. In the past, we've had corrupt political leadership, the threat of bankruptcy, fragmented municipalities that often work at cross purposes, virtually zero population growth in Jefferson County, an education system that is increasingly characterized by the haves and the have-nots, a loss of more than 27,000 jobs since 2007, and a loss in per capita income that's almost 3 times the national average. Pretty daunting. But despite all of these challenges, we also have some truly remarkable assets. A beautiful place to live, reasonable cost of living, a strong business community, world-renowned institutions of higher education, and most importantly, people. Great people who have a genuine desire to see this region move forward. That's what all of us on this stage saw when we agreed to serve on the steering committee for Blueprint Birmingham. We're business people and politicians, educators and entrepreneurs, residents of Birmingham and residents of surrounding counties. While we're different in many ways, we're the same in that we're all committed to making the Birmingham region a better place to work and to live. So a year ago, we came together, and with the help of Mac Holliday and Kathy Young of Market Street Consultants, we started a process of creating a long-range economic development plan for our community. The vision we had for the Birmingham region was a strong, vibrant region that would provide abundant economic opportunities, excellence in education, and an unparalleled quality of life for all its citizens. We quickly realized that economic development involved a lot more than putting together pretty brochures and going on junkets to sell Birmingham. It meant addressing the vacuum in public and private leadership. It meant tackling the disparities between education attainment levels of Midfield and Mountain Brook in order to have a workforce that new businesses will embrace. It meant recognizing that our transit and roadway infrastructure needs to be improved if we're to attract new businesses. It meant leveraging one of our greatest assets, UAB, to foster intellectual property transfer and entrepreneurial activity. And it meant nurturing our existing core businesses, metal and steel manufacturing, finance and insurance, trade and distribution, and healthcare, while finding ways to expand new industries such as biological and medical technology and diversifying our manufacturing capabilities. So with input from over 2,500 local citizens, we started drafting Blueprint Birmingham and identified 4 areas of concentration: public and private sector leadership, workforce development, economic prosperity, and community and regional stewardship. Within each of these goal areas, we developed 16 broad strategic objectives, such as creating a regional education partnership to promote innovative programs in underperforming schools, or establishing a brownfield and grayfield redevelopment authority to clean up and develop contaminated sites. And along with that, 44 specific measurable action items that are intended to be implemented so that these objectives can be realized over the next 5 years. Thanks to Market Street, we've also included best practices from other communities so we can learn from other successes. Successes like the one Tulsa, Oklahoma experienced after it launched a collaborative effort between the public and private sectors to promote transparency in local government. Today, all of Tulsa City's budgets are online and available for anybody to look at. All city council meetings are online. The dates, agendas, and meeting materials are online. All city audits are online for everybody and anybody to look at and digest. But as hard as this steering committee has worked over these past 10 months to develop these objectives and action plans, the real work is ahead of us. Over the next several weeks, the implementation infrastructure to carry out this plan will be finalized. An implementation committee of the BBA will oversee the overall implementation of the plan. Many existing steering committee members will serve on this implementation committee. Additionally, each of the 4 goal areas will have work groups comprised of interested parties to carry out the specific objectives and action items relevant to each goal area. And where appropriate, new